Agents are not enough.
Intriguing title, huh? Well, that's the paper we're diving into today.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be pretty relevant to your work with AI.
It is, yeah. Chirag Shah and Ryan W. White, the authors.
Okay.
They're not saying AI agents are bad.
Right.
Their point is that agents, they have huge potential,
Yeah.
but we need to kind of think bigger.
Okay.
If we're going to unlock that potential.
So this deep dive is for anyone who's excited about AI.
Sure.
Especially agents.
Yeah.
We'll tackle some key questions.
Okay.
What are agents?
Yeah.
Why haven't they lived up to the hype so far? What's different about this wave of AI?
Right.
And even with the most advanced agents, why might they not be enough on their own?
I think we need to start with defining what an agent is.
Okay.
Simply put, it's an AI system that can act on your behalf.
Okay.
It takes your instructions or learns what you want and then carries out those tasks without you having to constantly hold its hand. So kind of like a super-powered digital assistant.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
Going beyond this paper,
Yeah.
smart thermostats that learn your temperature preferences.
Right.
Right? Self-driving cars
Okay.
that handle your commute.
So those are agents in action.
Exactly.
Okay.
Those are agents in action.
Yeah.
But the paper argues that if we want to get to the really helpful stuff,
Yeah.
the AI that transforms our lives,
Right.
we need to understand why past attempts have fallen short.
Okay.
They break it down into 5 distinct eras of agent development.
Okay. So that historical perspective is interesting,
Yeah.
but I'm really eager to get to the solutions. Can we speed through that a little bit?
Sure.
Sure.
Each era had its breakthroughs,
Yeah.
but each one ran into limitations.
Right.
Early AI agents, things like the general problem solver,
Okay.
they relied on very rigid rules
Right.
and just couldn't deal with the complexity of the real world.
Okay.
Then you have expert systems like NYCIN for medical diagnoses.
Right.
They were great in very narrow fields,
Yeah.
but they just couldn't generalize
Okay.
to new situations.
So like a chess program that's really good at one opening,
Yeah.
but if the opponent does something it doesn't expect,
Exactly.
it gets totally thrown off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then we had reactive agents inspired by insects.
Okay.
You know, how they respond to their environment.
Right.
Great for immediate tasks, but
Yeah.
no planning,
Okay.
no real learning.
Okay.
Multi-agent systems. The idea there was agents working together,
Okay.
but coordinating them was a nightmare.
Right.
Finally, cognitive architectures tried to mimic human thought.
Okay.
Incredibly complex, but limited real-world use.
Okay, so lots of clever ideas.
Yes.
But none of them really cracked the code.
Right.
And the paper lists 5 reasons why these past agents fell short.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, how does this connect to the challenges we are still facing in AI today?
Well, the first one they list is lack of generalization.
Okay.
And that connects directly to the whole debate about true AI understanding.
Okay.
Can AI really learn
Yeah.
and adapt to new situations?
Right.
Or is it just really good at pattern matching?
Okay.
Second is scalability.
Right.
As tasks get more complex,
Yeah.
can AI agents keep up
Okay.
without needing huge amounts of computing power?
That's definitely a concern with these large language models. They're impressive,
Right.
but very resource intensive.
Exactly. Then there's coordination and communication.
Okay.
Can multiple agents work together effectively?
Yeah.
And can they communicate with us in a way that's natural and intuitive?
Yeah, that user-agent communication piece is really crucial.
Yeah.
Especially if we want people to adopt these systems.
Absolutely.
And trust them. So
Yeah.
what are the other reasons?
Fourth is robustness.
Okay.
AI agents often fail in unexpected situations.
Right.
So they need to be able to learn from mistakes and adapt
Okay.
like we do.
Makes sense.
And finally, even back then, they had ethical concerns and safety issues.
Okay.
Although they weren't as prominent as they are today.
Right.
How do we make sure that agents act in our best interests
Right.
and don't cause harm?
Okay, so we've got this history of promise
Yes.
and pitfalls.
Right.
But what's making this wave of AI agents different?
Uh,
Does the paper offer any potential solutions
It does.
to these 5 challenges?
Yeah, and this is where it gets really interesting, especially for someone like you
Okay.
who's working on the cutting edge of AI development.
Well,
One solution is combining the flexibility of machine learning
okay.
with the structured reasoning
Okay.
of symbolic AI.
So instead of just pattern matching, we're teaching AI to think logically as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how that would lead to more versatile
Yes.
and reliable agents.
Yeah.
What else do they propose?
New architectures
Okay.
that are more efficient
Yeah.
and scalable.
Okay.
For example, imagine an agent that can learn from just a few examples
Right.
instead of needing mountains of data.
Okay.
Or an agent that can break down a complex task
Yeah.
into smaller, more manageable chunks.
So it's not just about bigger models, but
Right.
smarter, more efficient design.
Exact.
I like that. What about coordination?
Okay.
How do we get these agents
Right.
to play nice together?
They suggest enhanced coordination mechanisms,
Okay.
decentralized control,
Yeah.
negotiation protocols.
Okay.
Imagine agents that can communicate seamlessly,
Okay.
share tasks, and adapt to changes
Right.
without us having to micromanage them.
It's like a well-choreographed dance,
Yeah.
but with AI.
Exactly.
I love that analogy. What about making agents more robust?
Okay.
You know?
That's where robust learning algorithms come in.
Okay.
Think reinforcement learning,
Okay.
where an agent learns through trial and error,
Right.
constantly improving its strategies.
Okay.
Or transfer learning, applying knowledge from one domain to another.
So they're not just following instructions,
Right.
but actually learning
Yeah.
and adapting on their own.
Yes.
Okay, that's a huge step forward.
Right.
But even with all these advancements,
Right.
the paper argues that agents alone aren't enough.
Right.
Why is that?
Because we need a whole ecosystem to support them.
Okay.
One that addresses
Yeah.
not just the technical challenges,
Right.
but the crucial user-centric aspects.
Okay.
Think
Yeah.
value generation,
Okay.
adaptable personalization,
Hmm.
trustworthiness.
Right.
These are things that make people actually want to use these agents.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Let's dive into that ecosystem
Okay.
because I think that's where the real game changer lies.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this ecosystem idea
Okay.
is where Shaw and White
Yeah.
get really visionary.
Okay.
They propose a system
Okay.
with 3 key components.
Okay.
Agents,
Right.
sims,
Okay.
and assistants.
Okay, so break it down for me. What are sims
Okay.
in this context?
Right.
Sounds like something out of a video game.
It's a clever name, right?
Yeah.
Sims are like digital representations of
Okay.
your
Yeah.
preferences,
Right.
your behaviors,
Yeah.
even your privacy setting.
Okay.
They act on your behalf in the digital world,
Okay.
interacting with agents
Right.
according to your instructions.
So it's more than just a profile
Right.
or like a digital avatar.
Yeah.
It's like a mini-me
Exactly.
that's constantly learning
Yeah.
and adapting to my needs.
Exactly. Sims give you fine-grained control
Okay.
over how agents
Right.
interact with your data
Okay.
and make decisions on your behalf.
So for example,
Right.
if an agent needed to like reset a password
Uh-huh.
during an online purchase,
Exactly.
my sim could be programmed to either
Right.
approve that automatically
Yep.
or ask for my permission.
Exactly.
That level of personalization and control is
Right.
really impressive. Yeah.
But what about the assistants?
Okay.
Where do they fit in?
So think of the assistant as your guide
Okay.
to this agent world.
Okay.
A personalized agent
Right.
with a deep knowledge of you,
Right.
your sims,
Right.
your preferences, your goals.
Okay.
It manages.
Yeah.
It deploys the right agents for the task at hand
Okay.
and coordinates their actions.
So it's like a conductor.
Yes.
Leading an orchestra of
Well, yes.
specialized agents.
Yep. All working together.
To make my life easier.
Exactly.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
But I have to ask,
Okay.
what about the potential downsides?
Right.
What are some of the things
Uh-huh.
we need to be careful about as
Yeah.
we,
Absolutely.
move toward this agent-driven future?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
Like any powerful technology,
Yeah.
agents have the potential for
Right.
both good and bad.
Okay.
One concern that often comes up is jobs.
Right?
If agents get more and more capable.
Will they automate tasks
Right.
that humans currently do,
Yeah.
leading to job losses?
Right. And that's a valid concern
Yeah.
because it happened with previous waves of
Yeah.
automation.
Exactly.
So it's something we need to be mindful of
Absolutely.
as we go forward.
We need to be proactive
Yeah.
in thinking about how to mitigate that job displacement.
Okay.
Perhaps by focusing on developing agents
Yeah.
that complement
Yeah.
human skills.
So instead of viewing them as competitors in the job market,
Right.
it's more like collaborators
Yeah.
that allow us to
Exactly.
augment our own abilities
Yeah.
and focus on
Mm.
tasks that require that human touch, like
Okay.
creativity, empathy, problem solving.
Precisely. There's also the question of security.
Okay.
As agents become more integrated into our lives,
Right.
they could become targets for hackers or malicious actors.
So we need to develop
Absolutely.
those robust security measures to protect them from attacks and ensure they're not used for harmful purposes.
It's like we're building a fortress
Right.
around these agents to safeguard them.
To keep those bad actors out.
Right.
What other potential downsides?
Another concern is control.
Okay.
As agents become more autonomous, are we ceding too much control to these digital entities?
Right. It's that classic science fiction trope of, robots taking over.
Exactly. Yeah. We need to find a balance between agent autonomy and human oversight.
Making sure we retain ultimate control over how these agents are used and what decisions they make.
I agree.
Okay, so we've talked about some of those potential downsides, but let's shift gears and talk about the potential benefits.
Sure.
How could AI agents truly revolutionize our lives for the better?
The possibilities are vast.
Okay.
Imagine a world where agents handle all those tedious, time-consuming tasks that bog us down.
Right, like
managing our schedule,
filtering appointments,
filtering emails, bills, planning vacations.
Planning vacations.
Yeah, this would free up an enormous amount of time and mental energy.
Okay.
So we could focus on more meaningful things.
It's like having a team of personal assistants.
Exactly.
Okay.
Working around the clock to make my life easier.
What are some other areas where agents could have a really big impact?
They could revolutionize healthcare.
Okay.
Imagine agents that monitor our health data. Alert us to potential problems.
Right. Yeah.
Even provide personalized health advice.
Wow.
They could help us manage chronic conditions. Adhere to medication schedules.
Right.
And connect us with the right healthcare providers.
So it's like having a personal health coach.
Exactly.
In my pocket.
Yeah.
Constantly looking out for my well-being.
Exactly. And think about education. Personalized learning companions. That adapt to each student's needs and learning style. They can provide customized lessons. Offer feedback. And help students connect with others who share their interests.
So it sounds like AI could make learning more engaging and accessible for everyone.
Yeah.
What about addressing some of the world's bigger challenges?
Sure.
Like climate change or poverty?
Absolutely.
Could agents play a role there?
Imagine agents that optimize energy consumption in our homes and cities, helping us reduce our carbon footprint. Or agents that could help distribute resources more efficiently. Connect people with essential services. Empower individuals to lift themselves out of poverty.
Wow.
It's an inspiring vision.
It is.
Of a future where AI is used not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of humanity.
That's the key.
Yeah.
We have these powerful tools at our disposal. But the question is, will we use them wisely?
That's right.
So what steps can we take as individuals and as a society to ensure that these AI agents are used for good, not for harm?
That's something I'd like to explore further.
So we've been talking about this incredible potential of AI agents, to reshape our world. Everything from personalized learning to tackling these global challenges like climate change. But we've also discussed that there are risks we need to be aware of.
Absolutely.
So how do we make sure this technology is used ethically and responsibly?
That's the big question. Right. And there are no easy answers. But I think the first step is recognizing that technology is never neutral. It reflects the values of the people who create it.
So we need to be mindful of who's building these agents, what their motivations are, what safeguards are in place. It's not just about the cool technology, it's about the human element behind it.
Exactly. We need to go beyond the hype and the technical marvels and ask some tough questions. Who benefits from these systems? Who might be harmed? Are we creating a more just world? Or one that amplifies existing inequality?
It sounds like we need a framework for ethical AI development. Some guidelines that really prioritize human well-being.
Absolutely.
And societal good.
And those guidelines need to be developed collaboratively. It can't just be technologists making these decisions. We need ethicists, social scientists, policymakers, and we need input from diverse communities.
So it's a team effort.
Yes.
It's not just writing code.
It's not just about the tech.
It's about understanding the impact on society.
That's right.
What about education? How do we prepare future generations to live and work in this world that's increasingly shaped by AI?
Education is key.
Okay.
We need to equip young people with the skills to navigate this world, not just as consumers, but as informed citizens.
Okay.
They need to be able to critically evaluate these technologies, understand the implications, and advocate for responsible use.
So it's more than just teaching them to code.
Right.
We're talking digital literacy, critical thinking,
absolutely,
even ethics and philosophy.
Those are crucial.
Helping them grapple with these big questions that AI raises.
We need a generation that's both tech-savvy and ethically aware, capable of shaping the future of AI in a way that benefits all of humanity.
So that brings us to regulation.
Okay.
Should governments be involved in shaping how these AI agents are developed and used?
It's a tricky topic.
It is a tricky topic.
Some people argue that too much regulation will stifle innovation.
Okay.
Others believe that some level of oversight is crucial to prevent misuse and protect the public.
So it's about finding that balance.
Exactly.
Fostering innovation while also putting those safeguards in place.
Yeah, maybe things like establishing clear ethical guidelines, requiring transparency in how AI systems make decisions, and creating mechanisms for accountability when things go wrong.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
What's the key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the most important thing is to stay informed and engaged. Don't be afraid to ask tough questions about the implications of AI. Demand that these technologies be developed ethically and responsibly. The future isn't set in stone. We all have a role to play in shaping it.
That's a powerful message. We have the power to shape this future.
That's right.
Not just be shaped by it.
That's right.
So to our listener, we leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What kind of world do you want to see AI create?
That's the question.
And what role will you play in making that vision a reality? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Keep exploring. And until next time.